Hello everyone and welcome to another News Coolum video. I'm just standing in my yard recording videos. And I wanted to do this sort of as a PSA, something that I learned along the way, but something that was not readily apparent when I was putting together one of my solar systems. And luckily I didn't get burned by it, both figuratively and literally. One of the setups that I currently have is an Anker F3800 that allows for up to a 27 amp input, right? So what that means is if you're going to have multiple solar panels, you want to string them together in parallel, because most of the solar panels are only 8, 9, 10, sometimes 12 amps, right? I have some solar panels that are also 12 amp rated, and so in order to do that, you would need to string multiple of those panels in parallel so that both of their positive leads are feeding in and both of their negative leads are feeding into the same lead that then goes into the Anker Solix. And so the panels that I chose to use are, like I said, they're a max 9 amp panel, and so 3 of them together very cleanly fall under that 27 amp max input for the F3800. And the reason I did that, just on the aside, is these panels also have a higher voltage, right? They have a higher open circuit voltage than any of the other panels that I have. And so unless I'm going to run them in series as well, so basically a positive to a negative, and then the positive lead from one panel and the negative lead from another panel feed in, that would be the series. If I were to do that, then the voltage would be too high for the Anker F3800, which has the max input voltage, I think, of 62 volt, maybe it's 60 volts. So these have an open circuit voltage of a little over 45. But the issue that I have is, and like I said, nobody really talks about this a lot. If you put 2 panels in parallel, again, positive and positive into one feed, negative and negative into one feed, you're perfectly fine. If you put positive, 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 and negative, negative, negative into one feed, so you have like the 3 splitters combining into one, that's putting those 3 panels in parallel. The problem with that is if one panel is completely shaded while the other 2 are getting full power, and this doesn't have to be direct shade, could be a cat on the panel, not a dead cat on the panel. Get away from the dead cat on the panel. Or it could be clouds, or whatever the case may be, just random snow, actually, and that would probably be one of the more likely cases, because panels tend to output their most when it's cold. So a lot of sun, but cold. So if one panel happened to be completely covered in snow while the other 2 panels were completely exposed to the sun, you could have some problems. And the reason for that is you now have 2 panels producing full current that's going to end up feeding back into the other panel and burning it out. It's a super important concept that I don't think a whole lot of people talk about, and because there's a very simple remedy for it. It does incur a slight expense, but the safety is worth it. And essentially, on each of the positive leads, and this example is a 30 amp, would not work for this. I actually used 15 amp, so it's basically 1.5 times the max current of these panels. But what that does is you put one on each of the positive leads, and then it's just a safety measure to prevent overcurrent from being fed into that third panel, burning it out, causing a fire. It's something that I think a lot of people know and take for granted, but I had to literally look it up to find it out, because it wasn't really something that was promoted or talked about a lot. So I wanted to do this as more of a PSA. I'll probably do some sort of a funny thumbnail showing the exact same array, and one of them is dangerous and one of them isn't, because it isn't something that's going to be readily apparent. You just see 6 panels in a row and you might think, oh, maybe they're in series. Could be, or maybe they're in parallel, but then 3 sets of 2 panels in parallel. And I have another setup like that feeding into a different device. And you wouldn't know, right, until you look and you say, oh, this is 3 panels in parallel and 3 panels in parallel. And at that point, you want to have one of these fuses on each positive lead. And by having one of these fuses on each positive lead, that's what I mean about it incurring a little bit of additional expense. And when you're doing this, right, obviously you need 3 at a time. And what I noticed is a lot of these smaller pencil fuses, they sell them as individuals. And then maybe this is just my additional tip that nobody talks about. If you buy one of these individually, it's usually $10, $12, sometimes $15 unless you're getting it on sale. I was buying 5 packs of these for $30. So I don't think you need to be a math wizard to figure out that it's probably better to buy 5 of them. And then in my case, I bought 2 packs, so I have some spares left over as well, right? Because when I have 6 panels and 2 sets of 3 in parallel, you've just used 6 of these fuses. Like I said, if you buy them individually, that could be well over $100, but buying 2 packs, maybe it's $50 or $60 for a set of 6 15 amp is what I used there. So these 30 amp, like I said, this is going to be for a different application. But for these panels, the 15 amp is what I went with for the basically maximum 9 amps for 3 panels in parallel. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. I know I have a lot of knowledgeable people who watch my channel. They can chime in with any of their experiences. Was this something that you knew about before you went into solar? Just like I said, kind of promoting this, making sure it's out there so people talk about it, and those people who aren't aware, hey, maybe this will prevent someone from causing a fire, or make someone go check their array and say, oh wow, did I go ahead and fuse each one of these parallel leads? Just putting a little bit more of this out there for the community. Like I said, it's a simple concept, but I also know that a lot of times these simple concepts can be overlooked. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware. So as always, your comments and thoughts are appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm going to do a close-up. Dollar. Bye, Dollar. Say bye.